This episode of Wine Chats is proudly sponsored by Podrum Food and Liquor. Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billi Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
And my name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
And this is an offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting life. Hope you enjoy! Lindalin,
Billy. Bildo.
I'm just so grateful for you today.
Barf. Just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Welcome to this latest episode of Wine Chats, where we will be telling you about how grateful we are for this beautiful life that we live.
This is Billy's topic choice.
Can you tell?
Look, I'm grateful for shit. But this is all you. You love the manifestation, the gratefulness, the stars aligning, blah, 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 all that stuff. I'm not making fun of you. It's just not my jam. But I am along for the ride for you.
Fabulous. Let's do it. Let's drink first.
We are. And we're going to let Billy, we're drinking a rosé, but we're going to let Billy read it because it's from her native language, tongue place.
Yes. So this is from Podrum Food and Liquor. They're this month's sponsor. And this is a rosé from Benkovac. I don't really know. Vinaria Benkovac. So it's from Vinaria Benkovac.
That place.
This is a Croatian wine. Fun. Wine from Croatia. So this is great. What? It says kvalitetno vino. It essentially just says quality wine, 2017. So we're drinking this quality wine from Croatia. Fun. I don't know if we've actually had a Croatian wine on the podcast ever. We've had Serbian wines. We haven't had a Croatian one.
I don't know.
I've been keeping track. We've had 3 Serbian wines, 1 Croatian. Boom. So cheers to that.
Our glasses are little because we've been drinking. I'm not a huge rosé fan. So, I mean, it's a lovely wine if you like rosés.
Totally.
It's a very weird colored rosé, don't you think?
I do. And I think it's because of that extra skin contact. Do you like how I learnt a few wine terms?
This guy, after almost 6 years. Good.
Okay, so listen,
Tell us, Billy.
This topic has been on our list of topics to do for
your list.
Yonks. And Lindsay always rolls her eyes at me, and she always rolls her eyes at goodness and positivity and light in life.
Too far.
So we will just ignore her for this episode.
Please do.
We talk about, no, seriously, in all honesty, I think from last week's episode, obviously super duper heavy.
What did we talk about last week?
Oh my God.
What was so heavy?
Women being
the
suppressed,
laws
by the Taliban.
Yeah. Well, we record so many episodes, Billy, please.
It's true. I get it. So I truly am one of those people that I don't wake up in the morning and list out all the things that I'm grateful for. Lots of TikToks will tell you to do that.
To journal and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And we'll get into that a little bit in a second.
Goody.
Right. Lindsay's very excited about that. But I truly do every day on the daily. Every little thing that happens to me, or when I look at my kids or anything like that, every day I will thank the fairies, the universe, whoever is up there keeping track for a healthy body, for my healthy children, for a happy house. Do you know what I mean? For a house. Once I get started, I'm suddenly oh my God, and thank you for my shoes, and thank you for this, and thank you for my car. Sometimes I will get into my car, I'll give it a little pat and be thank you. Just thank you for being my car and for just working and for running. And I literally, I walk around on the daily. This is how I think. Lindalin, tell me when you think about
Look, okay, I make fun of you and I laugh.
But you do it.
But in all honesty, look, and I always feel like such a dick when I talk about these sort of things because I feel like people...
Because you look like a dick, so it just goes hand in hand.
Shh, someone turn her mic off. Because when you talk about certain things about what you're grateful for, you can sound like a dickhead. So, and I'm just going to sidetrack. I had a lovely friend, Beck, that said to me one time when I was going on about certain things that I loved about my life and stuff. She's like, but don't shy away from those. If people want to judge you for that you're not telling those things to be a dick, but if they perceive them as you being a dick, that's on them. You should be proud and happy and enjoy your life.
Yes. Obviously a fine line between being grateful and boasting and
totally
throwing in your wealth and health in people's faces, right?
Boasting, that's the perfect word. Yes. Because what I do think of on a very regular basis, and I tell my husband this,
Give it to me. Give me the gratefulness. Let's go.
Oh my God. I feel like we should be in like a chapel, like with our hands up.
No, get your hands down.
Oh,
This is not that kind of
no. I'm grateful for not putting my hands up. No.
Grateful I don't have to go to church. No, I am, truly.
Me too. Okay. So no, I've always, if you've been following along, I've always just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yep.
I've never had this career-driven like life want need of being a very successful person in any like domain.
Career, I guess. Yeah.
Yes. So I live the perfect life that I've always wanted. I go to Pilates, I go to spin, I run my errands, I get to watch TV, I potter around my house. Those things excite me and bring me great joy and pleasure. And I get to look after my kids. My husband works crazy hours, so I'm their basically full-time person, and I'm happy to be that person. So there's lots of times where I'm driving around, like scooting around or doing my thing going, God, I'm fucking lucky. Right? Like, lucky for me. Some people would hate my life. Some people would be like that. It bores me to tears.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. Very grateful for this.
That is the point. It's like, I just think we all of us get sometimes stuck in these, like we just complain, right? And I, myself included, 100%. And this is why when I used to tell my mum like that I would be anxious or have anxiety, she'd be like, Bebe, like, what do you got to be anxious about?
Yeah.
Like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Like, at my age, she was running from a war with 2 kids in tow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at your age, was your mum, I don't know, was she a single mum at the time? I don't know. Do you know what
totally.
I mean?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So, like, when you think about where, like, would the woman before us came and the life I'm living now, like, what's so hard, Billi? Like, seriously, you get to take your puppy to a cafe and then you sit there and then you sit on your computer. Like, what is there to be complaining about?
Yeah.
And so, not to take away from people's anxieties, because I get, like I've been there myself. But I just think it's very easy to complain about your life.
Mm-hmm. And it's feeding a cancer. I feel like if you concentrate on it and you just feed into it and, oh, woe is me. And I get it. There's like a lot of people that have, oh, woe is me lives and like.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Keep going down that track 100%. Like people, as in like some people actually have, no. I didn't say that properly. No. Some people,
no. You have some people keep going down that track.
No. Some people have the right to be, woe is me.
Sure.
Yes. If they've got.
Of course, actual things,
issues, yes. But if it's just general stuff, like I know it's a mental game, but get out of that funk because you're just going to keep feeding to it and it's going to get worse.
You're absolutely right. Like what you just said. To me, first and foremost, health is straight up and down the most important thing.
Like mental and physical? Or are we
absolutely, both. Yeah. All of the above. All of them. Yeah. Okay? Because mental, if you're not mentally well, like your life is fucked. You can't, like you're fucked. Like when I've been in my worst anxiety, it's the worst. It is the worst.
Fucked.
You're fucked. It makes complete, you know what I mean?
I should not laugh.
You shouldn't because it's fucked. It's horrible. And so coming out of that, literally like today we were sitting at your counter at the kitchen and I looked outside and I was like, Lindsay, the colors are so beautiful outside. Like when you are clear of head and your mind is healthy, everything is healthy around you somehow. Same with your body. Thank fuck. Every day I fucking knock on wood.
Good job.
And I thank the fairies, the universe, whoever is up there for my healthy body, for my healthy functioning body. When I see people who are like smiling and happy and they're like in a wheelchair or some shit, I'm like, oh my God, like look, they're happy. Like everybody, you got to work with what you got. But for me to be walking around complaining about, I have to, I don't know, go to Lindsay's house and hang out with my bestie and drink wine and chat life. Like seriously, right?
Yeah.
And like we've got it good. So again, like it's not about boasting and being like, oh, look at our happy, fantastic lives or whatever. Because everybody's got their own thing. Everybody's got reasons to complain. I guess the point is I really, truly try not to complain about stuff as much and just like focus on what am I actually, like first and foremost, look at the wonderful life I'm living in this healthy body that I have.
To appreciate it. And not to take it for advantage. Take it for
granted. We got there in the end. Not to take things for granted. Okay?
Stop pointing at me. You're the one that said it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you? Yeah.
Ow.
No, bro. We're going to get into a fist fight soon. I can tell. It's going to be great. We're going to be grateful for it. And you're probably going to be grateful for it. Everybody wins.
Oh my God, too much.
So I do. Honestly, like, and I will be grateful for everything and anything. like everything. And then my kids, of course, like when I think of, I don't even want to bring kids into this.
I'm going to after the break when we do have a break. I'm going to save mine for later. But so like, is that it from your wisdom about being grateful and stuff?
Because then I've got a few other tips of like how, you know, all those like lame things that everybody talks to you about online about how you can be more grateful. Like if you're really struggling to be like, but I don't think there's anything to be grateful for, maybe I can impart some wisdom as to
how to find things to be grateful for.
Sure, yes.
Okay, well, why don't we take a break? You can share your wisdom, and then I just want to share a couple more things I'm grateful for.
Let's do it.
Bill, how exciting that our sponsor is like from your homeland.
Oh my God, totally.
Podrum Food and Liquor. They are your online destination for authentic Balkan, and I feel like you should be saying that word because you've got the cool, sexy like accent. Balkan specialties delivered straight to your door across Australia.
From sweet and savory pantry items to artisanal wine and spirits, each Podrum product embodies the rich cultural tapestry of my Balkan region.
And with nationwide delivery across Australia, enjoying Balkan specialties has never been easier.
And now you can also use the code WINECHATS to receive 10% off when you spend $100. Živjeli.
I just feel like I'm part of your family now.
Just so grateful to be here with you today, Lindsay.
Barf again in my mouth. Share with us your wisdom about.
That was so quick. I just sat down.
Oh,
can you chill?
I want this episode to be over. I will be grateful when this is over. No. So bad.
You are. It's terrible.
Talking about that you found. I'm talking
Yes.
to give you time to find it. Like to give us tips to find things to be grateful about.
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just going off of what I screenshotted. Okay, these are the 4 parts of gratitude. Did you know that there were 4 parts of gratitude?
I did not, and I do not need to know. But tell me.
I did not, but
Okay.
we all need to know because we should all be a little bit more grateful.
Okay.
Notice, Lindsay.
Yes.
Notice.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Pay attention to what you have and what you've been given.
I hands down do that.
Right?
Yes, I noticed that.
Like,
yes.
thank you, whomever.
Well, I thank Cameron because he.
Same, yeah. Like, thanks, Henry.
You thank
for,
Cameron?
Like, yes. Thanks, Cameron, for looking after Lindsay while I'm not there because we both have to share this job. And then thanks to Henry for like legit, like letting me quit my job and do this while he goes to work. Thanks, Henry. Think, Lindsay, think.
I don't want to.
Consider why you received what you have. Oh, I don't do that one.
Because Cameron works his ass off.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, for other people's sacrifices, my parents sacrificed their life for me.
Well, totally.
Thanks,
That's
parents,
a whole different
right?
ball
That's
game.
actually right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a heavy one.
It could be.
That hit me deep.
Yeah.
Feel. You talk about this all the time.
Okay, do I?
I guess. Process how the gift makes you feel.
No, well, yeah, look.
Right?
I guess it's this whole thing about noticing and feeling it. Yeah. It's kind of same, but different, I guess.
I guess like just do it with your body. You know, don't just say like, oh, I'm so grateful for this and that. Like actually like think and feel. And
I do.
notice.
100%. Yeah. And I tell
Not
Cameron.
Just you, them too.
Them too. Yes, you guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not all about me all the time.
But no, what do you say?
No, like I tell, I hit my microphone. I tell Cameron on a regular basis about like, oh my God, today I was, I didn't say feel, but like I thought again, like I just thank him.
Right. Yes.
Because I'm like, oh my God, I have such a good life. Like,
Yes.
he's stressed out crazy and I'm like going to Pilates and running errands.
Do you know how you could thank him though?
Watch. Billy, this is a G-rated episode today.
Is it?
Oh God. Yes, I could suck his dick, but I don't. Okay, move on. That's another
I'm
episode.
just saying he would be so grateful.
He would be
I
very
think he
grateful.
would be very grateful, right?
Very grateful.
Okay. And do express your gratitude by doing something.
I do. I really do. Even though I roll my eyes, I have ticked all of those. Thank you.
Dude, we were just talking about you giving him a blowjob. Do.
Oh, that do. Oh,
Lindsay,
no.
Oh my God. You just missed that whole thing. I was so like, yeah, Lindsay, do it.
And I'm thinking.
Missed the whole thing.
Yeah, because I'm thinking I do express it to him. I tell him. Why do I have to?
You can express it in lots of different ways. Okay, you can use these notice, feel, think, do questions to help children practice gratitude.
Good. Okay.
Look, we don't have to get into that. We can.
Yeah.
Look, ask children to notice something about the gift. Basically, just talk to your children like you would. Like, if you're grateful all the time, pass that shit on. And then if you struggle with, like, how can I be grateful, right?
Yes, go.
Okay. Each day, think of 3 things that you're grateful for.
But if they're
Just give it a crack.
But if they're struggling, how do
Lindsay, nature, people, community, shelter, creature comforts like a warm bed or a good meal. Okay. Like if you're like on the streets, that's going to be tricky. But then do you have a blanket? Because that could, but like legitimate thing, like you have to kind of be grateful for the things that you have, right? Like,
gotcha.
It's so easy to focus on the things you don't have and the things that you want. But like you said, that's that's just like you're spinning around in the same negative vault. Like you have to find the thing, tiny as it is, to just be like grateful for.
Totally.
Right?
Oh,
because you can always lose more, I guess. There's always something to be lost.
Or you could always have less.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah, you can always have less. Exactly.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Lindalin, you can start a gratitude journal.
Nope.
You have so many diaries. Just start another one.
I don't need a journal. I just have diaries. No. Yeah. Diaries. Like not, today I kissed Billi. Like a diary. Anyways,
I keep journals for sure. And I've kept them all my life. And it's great to go back and see the things that I've written about. But they weren't gratitude journals. They were just like, oh, my brother punched me in the arm today and I hate him.
Do you still keep a journal?
I do, of course.
You've never told me this.
Oh my God,
do you
of
write?
course.
How often do you write in it?
Sometimes I go through periods where I'll write like maybe every day, every couple of days, and then I go through stints where I don't write for a couple of months, and then so probably the last time I wrote in it was maybe about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Lindalin was such a bitch to me today.
It's true. Yeah. Have you been reading my journal? Rude. Practice gratitude rituals. Oh, I like that word, rituals. Just feeds right back into my cult.
Yeah.
Some people say grace before a meal. I don't do that.
No.
Pausing in gratitude before eating doesn't have to be religious. Simple habit that helps us notice and appreciate the blessing of food. There was too many Christian words in there, or religious words in there, if you will. Listen, I get the gist.
I love it.
Just like be grateful, literally for the food on the table, for the roof over your head,
the couch that you're sitting on,
that has watered off so many wine stains.
It really has. It totally has. Yes. Look, can I just, I'm going to.
Yes, please. She's thinking about it.
I'm grateful for my kids. And I want to.
Okay, good. You said it so aggressively that it's almost like you're pissed off about it. Grateful for my kids.
No, I'm saying it because I'm just going to say it so I have to follow through.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to offend a lot of people. And I'm going to sound, and
offensively funny podcast. Remember, we said it. We warn you. We warn you.
Thank you.
Go on.
Nowadays, I feel like there's so much, and you have anxiety and you've dealt with it and stuff. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
I can see where this is going.
No, I just feel like nowadays that whatever the reasons are and the factors are, a lot of children nowadays have anxiety. Every other person has ADHD, learning disabilities. There's a lot of shit out there for the kids right now, right?
Yep.
That's a whole another topic about how and why and all that kind of stuff. I'm very grateful that my 3 children, I'm going to say, quote unquote, are normal.
Yep.
And this is where I feel like I'm going to offend people.
Because you can't use the word normal.
No, exactly. And that's why I did my little quotes for those that aren't watching.
Yes.
Because like you listen and you hear about all these parents talking about their children's struggles and the parents struggling with their kids' struggles.
Yes.
And it's just this big, hot mess.
Yes.
And I am literally grateful that my kids are well functioning. Who knows what's down the track? Who knows what's
totally exactly as we are right now? Yes,
but at this moment, they eat well, they sleep well, they learn well.
Yep,
they do well at school. They're
regulated,
functioning.
Yes,
I was just gonna say functioning,
standard
regulated kids. Because
kids.
It's a big fucking thing right now, isn't it?
It's a big thing in the world. And I agree. Like, I know that when I was probably at the peak of my anxiety, you can tell it like vibrates through the whole house. And so my kids were they weren't getting anxious. Eve was probably getting it the worst because she just, she's one of those people that like feels people and their emotions. And so she was like feeding off of that as well. So I'm glad that that's kind of over for us because she's now like fine. But I agree. It's like we're surrounded by it and then we're kind of swimming in it. And instead of trying to sort of, I don't know, I don't want to go down this path. I'm going to say stuff that's really offensive.
Oh, see, I thought I was.
Because I was going to say, you don't really want to think anything about all this. No, I just think like we're all like swimming in this like anxiety and then we're all like just letting it play out and validating it, for the lack of a better word, without trying to sort of move away from it. It's like we seem to be moving more into being anxious and being, and then validating it by everybody else being it, and then
it being the norm.
being the
Is that what
norm.
you're trying
Yes.
to say? Yeah. Okay. Not putting words in your mouth. I'm just.
No,
yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
It's like everybody just is making it so normal now that we don't try and get out of it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm grateful, I guess, that I still feel it. Definitely. I still definitely have days where I feel anxiety, but I kind of recognize it now and I don't want to play a part in it. Like I don't want to go down that path with it because I know it's not leading me into a good place. So that's when I try and kind of just be extra grateful for the things that I have. Truly.
You do that.
No, truly. Because it is. It's so easy to fall down that rabbit hole and just be like miserable and be negative about everything, right?
Totally. And I'm not like a lot of people, like it's a very serious issue.
Yeah.
And I'm not downplaying that. And if that's your journey, I hate that word.
We've got into a weird spot here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I was just thinking the other day, I'm like, I am so, and Cameron and I talk about this all the time. Like we're so lucky as parents that our kids, they're so cruisy and they
well adjusted.
And even I had somebody pop over the other night and the boys were in bed and like the boys' room is like literally right there. It's off of our dining room and living room. It's just the way our house is designed. And the person said, "Oh, are your boys in bed? Oh, I should be I'm like, "Oh yeah, but like our lights are on. Cameron and I are watching TV." I'm like, "Oh, they're fine." She's like, "Oh, if that were my kids would be popping their head out every 2 seconds like, "Oh, what are you watching? What's going on?" Like when my kids go to bed, they go to bed. That's it. So we're just very lucky. Again, I'm not boasting. It's just something in the thick of the parental worlds.
It's just one less thing to worry about. Like a few less things to not have to worry about. Yeah. I like my kids too, so.
I mean, I didn't say I like them. They annoy the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But they're well regulated. You wouldn't go that far, Billy.
Easy. Look, just be a little bit more gracious. That's it.
I'm going to end it too, just quickly before we go. I'm grateful for my mommy because, and I'm not trying to be like all sentimental, stupid face, but we're getting to an age, well, me more so. But like one day, we're not, right? Our mummies aren't going to be around.
100%.
And I mean, my mom's going to live for another like 3 decades. Absolutely. At least. But there are, like I have a few girlfriends that don't have their mums.
Oh my God.
And
stop.
I can't imagine that world. And my mom is, in her late 60s and her mom has been gone for, oh my God, this was not the plan. But it still affects her. And her mom has been gone for decades. What did you do? Stupid Croatian wine.
What is happening?
And no, I'm just very grateful that I still have my mom in my life. She's a big part of my life. Anyways.
I was going to say, now you got me thinking about all the people we haven't lost yet. Because honestly, like we have both our parents. We have,
we're very lucky.
Like our grandparents are gone, but like our parents are still around.
I still have my 2 grandpas.
Oh, Jesus. See? She's even got more. Yeah. So, yes, we are very grateful for them. And God, now we're going to go cry. Okay, bye.
Don't drink Croatian wine if you don't want to cry.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Billi and Lindalin. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
We're not putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end. Both of us?
Yeah, go
okay.
on.
Chat soon.